All right, what we're going to learn about today are affirmative to commands. So, affirmative commands. In both English and Spanish, affirmative commands are used to tell someone to do something. Okay? So, let's take a look at the English example. We have clean the kitchen. It's commanding you to do something, correct? So, clean is the command. In Spanish, they do the same things. Limpia la cocina. Okay, so clean the kitchen. That means the exact same thing. Both languages have commands. All right? Now, affirmative to commands. You use affirmative to commands with a friend or family member. Remember, this to form is a familiar form. Okay, so somebody that we're informal with. Regular affirmative to commands are the same as the el, ella, usted forms. Okay? So all you have to do is conjugate the verb in the el, ella, usted form. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. Okay? So let's take a look at 3 different verbs, okay, with different endings. We have lavar, which will be our AR example, barrer, our ER example, and abrir, our IR example. Okay? So all we do is we conjugate the verb in the el, ella form, all right? Lavar in the el, ella form is lava. Okay? If I wanted to tell somebody to wash something, like the dishes, for example, I would say lava los platos. Okay? All right. Barrer in the el, ella form is barre. Okay? Whenever we conjugate that and make it into a command, it looks something like this. If I wanted to tell somebody to sweep the floor, I'd say barre el suelo. Okay? And then finally we have abrir. Abrir means to open. If I'm telling somebody to open the door, for example, I need to first conjugate the verb in the el, ella form, which is abre. Okay? The command will be abre la puerta. All right? Now, these commands here that are examples, you're not going to have lava los platos every time you see the verb lavar. Okay? You might have like lavar el carro, so lava el carro. Okay? So wash the car, etc. All right? Okay. Some verbs that you know have irregular affirmative to commands. Okay? And there are 8 of them. Right? So the infinitives are decir, hacer, ir, poner, salir, ser, tener, and venir. Now, these verbs are all irregular anyway. So some of them are just irregular in the yo forms. Others are completely irregular. So it kind of makes sense that these are irregular affirmative to commands. Okay? So if I wanted to tell somebody, say something, I would say di. Okay? Di. Hacer, the command for hacer is has. Okay? Command for ir is ve. Okay? So we have say, do, and go. Di, has, ve. Okay? The command for poner is pon. The command for salir is sal. The command for ser is se. Okay? Say with an accent mark. The command for tener is ten. And then the command for venir is ven. Okay? So these are your irregular affirmative to commands. Okay? These are the only irregular affirmative to commands. I promise. There's no tricks. All right. If you use an affirmative to command with a direct object pronoun, you're going to attach the pronoun to the end of the command. You have to add an accent mark as well to retain the original stress, so just maintain that pronunciation. The accent mark will go on the third to last syllable. Okay? All right. So, let's take a look at some examples. I have close the window. Cierra la ventana. La ventana is our direct object pronoun. It's the word that directly receives the action from the verb. Okay, so what do I close? The window. Okay, so that's our direct object, right? We would replace that with the direct object pronoun la. Okay? When we do that, and if we already know we're talking about the window and somebody's telling you to close it, okay, the cierra la ventana will become ciérrala. Okay? Notice that I put the accent mark on the third to last syllable, which is that E, just to maintain pronunciation. Okay? But ciérrala means close it. All right, if I said pon la mesa ahora, set the table now, we know that la mesa is our direct object because what do I set? The table. Okay, so that is our direct object. If we replace that with the direct object pronoun, since it's feminine and singular, we're going to use the pronoun la. Okay, so if I wanted to say set it now instead of set the table now, pon la mesa ahora becomes pon la ahora. Okay, notice that pon, okay, which is one of our irregular commands, we won't put an accent mark over it because our LA form of the verb is not 2 or more syllables. Okay, so pon la, it works perfectly. You don't have to put an accent mark over it. So any command that's irregular and you're going to add an accent mark or add a pronoun onto the end, you don't have to add an accent mark. Okay?